is intended to be a guideline for proper installation techniques using Tarkett products. For complete details, refer to the complete installation instructions for your product. All products must be stored in an indoor climate-controlled space. Tarkett products, including adhesives, must be site conditioned for 48 hours prior to, during, and after installation. All cartons must be stored on a dry, flat, level surface. Never store cartons on their edges or standing on end, leaned against a wall. Review the batch sticker on your adhesive to ensure it is not expired. The date on the sticker will indicate manufacture date. Check the adhesive label for expected shelf life. Prior to installation, ensure walls are smooth, clean, dry, and structurally sound. For porous substrates, use the Tarkett 960 wall-base adhesive. For non-porous substrates and to create outside corners with Millwork, use Tarkett 946 premium contact adhesive. Each carton will be affixed with a factory label. Ensure that the label indicates the color and profile of the millwork that was ordered for the job. Do not bend cartons when carrying. Transport cartons by supporting the length with two hands. Always open cartons fully so that the full piece can be lifted out. Do not open the short ends and pull the pieces out, as this can cause stretching that may lead to gapping after installation. When installing millwork, butt the ends together. If required, the factory edges can be squared with a shear cutter or compound miter saw. When installing an inside corner, millwork can be coped to create a clean, finished appearance. Start by measuring and cutting the first piece net to the one side of the corner. Install this piece, rolling to ensure bond. Cut a 45-degree angle on the end of the second piece of millwork. Ensure the material is face up and that the cut leaves excess backing material visible from the surface. Cut along the profile edge and back. Cut the material to ensure that the front of the base will be in contact with the first installed piece. Dry fit the pieces together. Once the corner fits cleanly, apply adhesive and install the base. Ensure you remain approximately 1/4 inch away from the top of the base to prevent adhesive oozing. Using a small hand roller, roll towards the corner to prevent stretching of the material. Begin with two pieces of base with the ends cut to opposing 45-degree angles to create an outside corner. On the second piece, cut along the ribbing on the back using a knife and carpenter square. Ensure that the knife is held vertical. Do not angle this cut. Tri-lay the small fill piece to the first piece at the 45-degree cut. Apply 946 adhesive to both pieces and allow it to go dry to the touch. Install the small fill piece onto the full piece of base. Apply adhesive staying 1/4 inch from the top and install the completed mid-wall termination piece onto the wall. Using a small hand roller, roll the base toward the starting point to prevent stretching. Measure to the outside corner and mark the corner location on the base. Using a protractor with attached angle finder or a digital angle finder, determine the angle of your corner. Subtract that angle measurement from 180 degrees. Then divide your answer by 2 in order to determine the angle to set the miter saw to. When using a miter saw, always cut millwork face up with the narrowest portion of the profile towards you. Make your first cut and set this piece of base aside. Bevel the saw to the angle for the second piece of the corner and repeat the cutting process. Try fit the corner to ensure the angles fit cleanly. Apply 946 adhesive to both sides of the angle cut and allow it to go dry to the touch. Apply adhesive to the back of the base, staying 1/4 inch from the top. Install the first piece, rolling towards the starting point to prevent stretching. Install the second piece by starting at the mitered corner, pressing the two areas with 946 together to ensure a smooth, well-fit corner. Roll this corner to ensure bond. Roll the remainder of the base. In the case of excess adhesive on the surface of the base, a clean cloth dampened with water can remove wet adhesive, and a clean cloth dampened with denatured alcohol or methyl hydrate can remove dried adhesive. Follow all manufacturers' precautions when handling these chemicals. To install millwork on a rounded corner, you will need a piece of PVC pipe that matches the diameter of your rounded corner. In this case, installing on a rounded block, we will be using a 1 1/2 inch piece. First, heat the base using a commercial heat gun. Thicker profiles may require longer heating periods to ensure the material is fully warm. Wrap the heated portion tightly around a piece of 1 1/2 inch PVC pipe. Submerge this section of base into a bucket of cold water. This will shock the material into the curved shape. If you are completing numerous rounded corners at once, you can drape the heated base over a longer section of 1 1/2 inch PVC pipe and allow it to cool to ambient room temperature. Using the PVC pipe, mark a line to indicate the center point of your curve. Measure 1/4 inch past this line and clearly mark. Place the pipe back inside the curve of your millwork, aligning your center mark on the pipe with the center of your curve. Transfer the clearly marked 1/4 inch line onto your millwork. Extend your transfer mark on the back of the material. From the bottom of your base, measure out an additional 1/4 inch. This will allow you to flare the bottom of the base and ensure a tighter fit to the corner. Align your carpenter square with the first mark at the top of the base and with the additional 1/4 inch mark at the bottom of the base. Mark one final cut line along the angle of your square. Carefully cut this final line. Remove excess backing material by cutting at a 45-degree angle. Dry fit the corner to ensure a tight joint. Measure the length and add the thickness of the base to your overall measurement. Cut your base to length. Measure approximately 5 inches out from the corner on the backing of the millwork and on the wall to mark the area for application of the 946 premium contact adhesive. Mark the wall at the height of the millwork to prevent over-application of adhesive. Apply 946 adhesive to the back of the base only within the marked area. Also apply the 946 to the beveled edge on the end of the base. Allow to dry completely. Protect any installed flooring and apply 946 to the wall substrate, only within the marked area. Apply adhesive to the back of the base, staying 1/4 inch from the top. Install the base onto the wall substrate. Roll with a hand roller to ensure bond. By following the printed installation instructions and using the techniques demonstrated in this video, installations can be performed safely, efficiently, and professionally every time.